color that is inspired by the adorable
Awinyan. So look. There are some big people celebrating birthdays and milestones today. Let's see if we can get through them really quickly. Let me start with this gentleman, Pastor Ebenezer Obingtieku. He's one of the biggest avid followers and listeners of Joy. He turns 40 today.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Happy birthday,
wow.
Osofo. Happy birthday to you. Also, let's say a big congratulations to Renee Aku Afedo. You know Renee, right? Renee is basically part of the family. Today marks 20 years since Renee started teaching.
Happy anniversary, Renee.
20 years.
Indeed. Now, there's another birthday.
Can I say in the meantime, happy birthday to Jefferson Saki, the Deputy Director of Communications of the Presidency. It's Jefferson's birthday today. Happy birthday, bro.
Now, you know Solomon Nyantechi, right? Now, he follows us from all the way out in England. Today is his son's birthday. Young Yao Anana Nyantechi turns 11 today.
Kojo,
Yes.
you know, considering that you lived in the UK, how do we pronounce the word Kaya in a British accent?
It's quite simple. It's
Kai.
It's
Kai.
Kaya, innit?
Okay, so let's say happy birthday to Vida Sechuafia Kuche. We want to wish you long life and good health, and thank you for all the sacrifices from your husband Evans, Komala, Confidence, Maulom, and the twins Ernest and Estina. So Vida Sechuafia Kluche is Komala Kluche's mother, who turns 60 years today. Happy birthday to you.
All right, now this is a special one. I need to do it. Otherwise, I'm dead today. So it's a special birthday wish for Emmanuel Berkun of CBG head office. It's from his wife, Dr. Catherine Atto Berkun, and the message is, happy birthday to you, my own. I thank God for blessing you with another year to continue being the most thoughtful and supportive husband and a super dad to Nana Prempe. You make our lives so much better, and I love you so much.
You know, Nana Prempe is my super nephew, and Emmanuel is my brother-in-law.
Oh,
wow! And today also happens to be my own aunt's birthday, Mrs. Florence Okwabing of Koforida. God bless you. Happy blessed birthday.
I've got a special one to Martin Gogo and Bridget Atipo. This coming from the September Born group of Calvary Baptist Church, Shiashi.
Okay.
So how do you pronounce the word Kaya in a British accent? You still haven't told me that.
Oh, I told you. I said it's KR, innit? All right. Happy birthday to, this one says, blessed birthday to the commander herself, my small, still voice, who whips me in line as and when the need arises. Mrs. Esther Elom Oseyao is the CEO of Elom Lines. It's a special birthday wish to you from the boys, and they say we love you. Okay. Happy birthday to Ernest Asante of Fidelity Bank. Great guy, Ernest. God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the Deputy Director of Communication. Oh, we've said that one already, Jefferson Saki. And I guess that does it from me.
Kojo, let me ask you a very simple question this morning as we get into the Joy Sports Center. For you, as somebody who follows some football when you have to, does the home ground really have anything to do with the result? Does it ever do anything for the home team? Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely. If it doesn't, then there's no point of spectatorship.
Okay.
If indeed having more spectators makes no difference, then there's no point of spectatorship to
Well,
to
Kojo,
sports.
that will be the main subject of our first story here on the Joy Sports Center, because Accra Hearts of Oak is in focus. Let's begin with Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, a board member of Ghana's oldest existing football club, Accra Hearts of Oak, and also one-time head of the Ghana FA. Now, he is advocating for government to allow fans into the Accra Stadium for Hearts of Oak's confirmed one-off tie with CI Kanta of Guinea in the CAF Champions League first round. Now, it was confirmed yesterday that Accra Hearts of Oak and Kamsa will play a one-off tie on September 19 in Accra as a result of the coup that took place in Guinea. Now, this decision seems to have handed the Phobians a massive boost for the crucial preliminary round tie, as they will be playing at home at the same venue where they won the same competition some 20 years ago. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, who's also a physician, is calling on government to allow fans into the stadium. He's been explaining.
The numbers at the stadium is a bit concerned to us, At times I get a bit surprised. I think by now the Ministry of youth and sports should have done something about it. Because all over the world now, particularly in the big football world, people attend, matches in their full capacity now. And I don't see why that can't happen. The COVID protocols can be observed. And if that is done, I think we should be allowed to have a full stadium now if we want the following. Our match with this Guinean side, we shall do our best to see if government will allow, full capacity attendance. And if that comes on, that would be of great help to us because we are losing a lot of money. And, football is money now. We have spent a whole lot of money, you have no idea.
Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is a former head of the Ghana FA and also a board member of Accra Hearts of Oak, who are going to be in competition in the CAF Champions League preliminary round in some 2 weeks. Let's roll over from men's football to women's football because a new competition has been added to the organized profile of women's football here in Ghana, and that will be the First Ladies Cup. Now, this is part of efforts to give more competitive opportunities on the women's football platform aside the Premier League. The president of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Kujo Fianu, has been explaining.
The Women Legion of Football Clubs joined GALCA a couple of months ago. And we are talking about gender balance. And since we have a match that we play for the president every year, it is proper for us to fix something in there for the ladies. We are using this as a rallying point. Women football has a lot to do for Ghana. We also have a lot to do to push them. And you need to know the doors you need to open to get those push for women football. The women, when given the necessary support, will bring in laurels just as the men are also doing. It is on record that Black Queens, the senior female football team, qualified for the World Cup long before the Black Stars.
Kujo Fianu there, and he is president of the Ghana League Clubs Association. Let's do some more football here on the Joy Sports Center with me, Nathaniel Atto, and former Ghana Premier League goal king Prince Tego has added his voice to the conversations about the Black Stars and what should be done to repair their team, which seems to be experiencing a slump in form. Now, Tego, who won the Confederation Cup with Accra Hearts of Oak back in 2004 and made an appearance at the 2010 World Cup, thinks that the Black Stars that he previously played for should revert to a 4-4-2 formation. He has been explaining.
I mean, we have our style of playing that suit Ghanaians. I mean, I think if they should keep the 4-4-2, it will help us because, we need two strikers, and that will help, us to get goals. Because if you are playing only one top, it's difficult. That is the main problem that I can see with the team. We have to go back to our old 4-4-2 that we used to play, and that will be much better. Because if you put only Jordan at the top, he alone cannot score. When you look at how the team is going, he alone we need, typical three strikers up front, and the other people can, operate from the wings, the right wings, and the left wings. So, these are some of the things, we need to do. Because if you put Dede as a striker, he will find it difficult, but Dede is not a striker. You get it? So, it's something that they need to, if Dede is playing behind the striker, it's very perfect. But if you put him as a striker, you are killing the team. You understand? Because if you get the chance, he will score. But he's not a striker. To move into certain spaces as a striker will do to finish.
So that's Prince Tego, who played for Ghana at the FIFA World Cup in 2010 in South Africa. Well, this comes in the wake of conversations around the Black Stars, especially after the last two games for the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. And, many have not been impressed about the Black Stars' win against Ethiopia, which was a 1-0 win, as well as the 1-0 loss suffered at the hands of the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. Let's do some more on the World Cup qualifiers and throw our focus away from Ghana. And there were big wins from European champions Italy and former world champions Germany. Now, the BBC's Paul Serres has more of the details in this roundup.
The European champions beat Lithuania 5-0 with Moise Kean scoring twice. Germany were 4-0 winners over Iceland in Reykjavik. Elsewhere, West Ham's Pablo Fornals and Ferran Torres of Manchester City got the goals as Spain beat Kosovo 2-0 in Pristina. Greece registered their first win of qualifying, beating Sweden 2-1 in Athens, and a late equaliser rescued a point for Poland against England in a 1-1 draw in Warsaw.
Paul Cyrus is with our partners, the BBC, and England also gave away a lead to finish it 1-1 in a game against Poland. And of course, it was that final equalizer by Robert Lewandowski that made it 1-1 between England and Poland. However, England are just a step away from qualifying for the next FIFA World Cup. Elsewhere, Premier League clubs are hopeful that their players will be available this week despite the four nations triggering a rule to prevent them from playing. Now, players who did not travel after being called up by Brazil, Mexico, Paraguay and Chile have been banned for 5 days under FIFA regulations. Simon Stone of the BBC has been following and has put together this report.
This is a major decision which has an impact on 5 different clubs. Alisson, Fabinho, Roberto Firmino and Rafinha now all stand to miss Sunday's high-profile Premier League game between Leeds and Liverpool. Manchester City are also affected, and as the 5-day stand-down period runs to September the 14th, Thiago Silva and Fred will miss domestic and European games for Chelsea and Manchester United, respectively. The one club breathing a sigh of relief are Everton. It's understood Richarlison will be allowed to play against Burnley on Monday, with the Brazilian authorities accepting Everton let the forward go to the Olympics this summer when they didn't actually have to.
Well, let's do some tennis here. And teenager Emma Raducanu is in the news.
Still match point, backhand cross court, backhand through the middle from Bencic, forehand switch cross court from Raducanu, forehand through the middle of the court, the backhand, off backhand from Raducanu, squash shot, Bencic is netted, and it's game, set, match for Emma Raducanu.
6-4. Well, she's been causing a stir at the ongoing US Open, and the interesting about her is that in terms of expectations, she may not exactly have had much, even though she's in very good form. She had even booked her flights back to the UK, expecting that, well, she probably could be slumping out in the first stages. But there she is. She continued her fairy tale run at the US Open by reaching the semifinals with a dominant straight set win over Swiss 11th seed Belinda Bencic. Now, the 18-year-old again showed all of her quality and composure in a 6-3, 6-4 win. Now, Raducanu, who will play Maria Sakkari and, the semis later today, is understandably delighted.
I'm so pleased to have come through that, but Belinda is such a great opponent, and she's an Olympic gold medalist, which is probably one of the biggest achievements in sport. And it took me some adjusting at the beginning to get used to her ball speed and how aggressive she was. And once I adjusted, I settled in. I didn't overpress as much, and I found a way to win. But it was very difficult to play against someone at such a high level. I didn't expect to be here at all. I mean, I think my flights were booked at the end of qualifying, so it's a nice problem to have. But I'm just really enjoying the experience. And out there on the court today, I was saying to myself, this could be the last time you play on Ash, so might as well just go for it and enjoy everything.
Emma Raducanu, let's see if she's able to make it into the final. Let's also talk about Novak Djokovic, the man who is chasing a record of 4 Grand Slams in the same year. Now, he is expected to play against Alexander Zverev tomorrow in the semi-final. Now, the world number 1 came from a set down to beat Italy's Matteo Berrettini in 5-7, 6-2, 6-3, in the last 8. Now, Djokovic is relishing the challenge against Zverev tomorrow.
He's in a tremendous form. He's been winning a lot. After Wimbledon, I think he hasn't lost a match. Winning gold in Olympics, winning Cincinnati, pretty comfortably moving into semifinals here. I watched him play. I know his game pretty well. As you mentioned, we played recently a month ago in Tokyo. I was set in a breakup, and he managed to turn that around. Every match is close. Semifinals of Grand Slam right now. He's one of the best players in the world, and I'm pumped. It's the bigger the challenge, the more glory in overcoming it.
Well, World tennis number one, Novak Djokovic there, and the big question will remain, can he set that record this weekend? Well, let's see how all of it goes. He goes up into the semi-finals. It will be a very wonderful game to watch, and I'll be up at dawn to watch that one as well.
You'll be up at dawn to watch it. Okay. I won't be there. That I can tell you. I won't be there. I mean,
I just love your frankness.
No, I mean, I won't be there. I love to read about it, and if it's been repeated during the day, I love to watch it.
The little highlights.
Yeah, the highlights. I read.
The match points and
the
all.
Match points and all of that. Oh,
you know.
please.
You're not exactly a patient guy, are you?
Charlie, if it must be done real quick. Do it and let's go.
Oh, my goodness. So, just in case you are still trying to make it into school and you're with your parents, then try the British accent, the British version of Kea. Kea is there.
I want to try. No, the devil is a liar.
Hey, Winston, you have a good one.
Have a great day too, Nathaniel. Thank you very much for joining us with the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, we're having a very important conversation. Because, education through our television set is something that has been proven. The research has been conducted. And it says it's gone a long way to improve literacy around the world. In Ghana, we started something unique, Joy Learning, in December 2019. And that has gone a long way into helping change the face of education in the country. This morning, we'll be talking more about how television can be used to support education in our dearest country, Ghana. And social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And talking about EcoBank, payment of custom duties, corporate income tax, withholding tax, value-added tax, pay as you earn, and charges for other government services have been made simpler, faster, more secure and convenient on EcoBank digital channels. So whether you're a corporate body, SME, or individual, payment of taxes and levies has been made accessible to you on EcoBank Mobile, EcoBank Online, EcoBank Omni Plus, and EcoBank Omni Lite. Pay your domestic tax and custom duties wherever on any of the digital channels with ease. You can also make payment at any EcoBank branch or